Hey, my beautiful Leo gang, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your February 2021 reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in those comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. These messages also could resonate backwards or vice versa. And guys, if you want to, feel free to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. All that info is going to be linked down in the description box down below. So, Leo, let's see what we got going on here for February, man. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Messages for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout February 2021. What messages do we got coming through for the Leo gang here? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout February 2021. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and have ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll take a look and see what we got going on, man. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Leo, the overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Devil. You might be dealing with a Capricorn for some. Your current energy, you have here the Tower. The person you're dealing with, you have here the Nine of Swords. And the outcome that's present is you got the Ten of Wands. Okay, major energies coming through here for you guys. But all of this is going to be incredibly impactful for you in February 2021. And when I say impactful, I feel like you're going to be getting impacted in a positive way. Looking at this so far, the Devil, the Tower, and you also have here that Ten of Wands energy. You know, you might be connecting with a Capricorn or a Scorpio, but the Devil card and the Tower card is you waking up to being in an energy, right, that is not helpful for you. What is the Devil card? The Devil card could be you being submerged in negativity, being submerged in low vibrational energies, and the Devil card could represent that maybe that's what your environment was. Maybe you felt like your environment was lots of low vibrational energy, and I think with the Tower here, you're only becoming more aware of it in February 2021. So what's happening here for you guys is you're waking up to the negativity you've been submerged in. And honestly, I don't think this reading has anything to do with the person you're dealing with. I think this reading is going to be all about you, because when I look at the person you're dealing with, they're showing up as the Nine of Swords. I think this is the aspect of yourself, Leo, that you kind of kept hidden from society. I feel like in 2020, it was a year that dimmed your light. And I think even entering 2021, you are still carrying the burdens of what you've experienced in 2020. I definitely feel like that year made an impact on you, and it was very hard for you to shine, especially when we were going through what we were going through. It wasn't just the pandemic that can dim your light. It was the distance that you've had, maybe the distance you had with family, with friendships, maybe even the distance you've had with yourself. I definitely feel here for you, Leo, it was one of those years that has changed you beyond measure. And here's the thing, even though you've gone through a lot of struggles, I feel like you've also overcome a lot that maybe you're not paying attention to. And in February, I think you're going to be paying attention to a lot of the positive things that you've gained from 2020 alone, moving into this very new, brand new year. Okay, so looking at this energy so far, this is you waking up to, my focus has been on a lot of the low vibrational things I've experienced, but I should shift my focus to what I've learned from those experiences. I think right now you're going to be shifting your focus in a more positive direction. And also what I really like to see, or what I really like that I'm seeing, Leo, is that nothing's going to dim your light in February. Instead, actually, this is about you shining again. And this is what I'm so happy to see. You know, a couple days ago in the daily reading, I was talking about this very same concept. I was saying how, you know, in 2020, it feels to me like Leos have been silent and super quiet, and you guys were in your bubble, healing, going through transformative things, dealing with all of these random shit coming up that you had to clear and go through. You had a lot that you were going through, right? And you did everything that you needed to do, and you stood quiet, you did your own shit, you healed, and that was simply just that. And in this brand new year, this is time for Leo to come out and to be loud and proud again, and to say, you know what? I'm going to embrace myself authentically. I'm going to show the world who I am, and I'm going to spread my light. Because if you ever look at a Leo is a light worker, just like everybody who spreads love and positivity and authentically embraces themselves. You see what I'm saying here? So Leo, this is about spreading your light once again, all right? And overcoming those struggles and recognizing that those struggles were needed in order for you to transform and grow. So let's have a look here and see with some things you've experienced. You know, let's look at this Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands the outcome for Leo? What burdens did they go through that kind of dimmed their light over here? We have here the Page of Cups. We have here the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it feels to me like everybody has their own truth about you, but it's not the truth that you stand in. And I think that's something that's so important that we need to talk about, Leo, because I feel like in 2020 or even in the beginning of this year, people like to look at you and they like to analyze you and observe you and form an opinion and then say their opinion is truth. Their opinions are not truth. An opinion is simply an opinion. The only person that knows their truth is the person who's living in theirs. Leo, you in this instance, I feel, have had a lot of hashing and falling out when it comes towards relationships. Maybe 2020 was that time where you had to cut out a lot of people because they think their opinions are truth and they think they know you and they think this and they think that. It looks like you dropped a lot of fucking people. And the reason why you needed to drop that many people is because those were the people that were dimming your light. You see what I'm saying? So Leo, if you had a lot of experiences in the past couple months where you've cut people off, where people have suddenly switched up on you and treated you like shit, where people were not doing you good, that was the universe, that was God literally showing you, these are the people that are not for you. These are the people who stand against you. These are the people who dim your light. This is God showing you essentially, let me reveal to you what's not good for you. Let me reveal to you what's holding you back from embracing your authentic self and spreading your light in the first place, okay? Now, keep in mind, guys, you can call God whatever. I usually call God the universe. You can call it the universe, Allah, whatever you resonate with, cool. You don't believe in God? Cool. At the end of the day, it's some force, right? Let's get into the Star Wars energy, all right? So, Leo, looking at this right now, man, you've had a lot of falling outs. Whether this was falling out between 2020 or a falling out that's occurring in February, I think what you need to realize is that what you looked at as bad luck or what you looked at as bad things occurring between you and friendships and relationships and even family, this was you being protected to what was holding you back from genuinely being happy. This was you being protected from what was holding you back from expressing yourself authentically. So to be quite honest, you may have saw this as, wow, nobody cares about me, and wow, everybody walks out of my life and just leaves me, but it essentially was rejection being God's protection. So looking at this energy so far, the Tower, you're going to have that massive awakening to where it's like, wow, I finally realized why I had so many falling outs. I finally realized why I don't have these certain types of people in my life anymore and why these people switched up on me. It's not because they switched up on me. It's because it was revealed to me on who they truly are. So you saw people for who they really were and you saw how they impacted you, right? So that's something big here that was going on with these 10 of Wands. Leo, you're still carrying the burdens of missing people you were once super close with. But at the end of the day, you got to see the real them. And it's a blessing to see the real version of people, especially when you see how much they're holding you back. All right, let's go ahead and start pulling some clarifiers on the 9 of Swords. Why was that 9 of Swords showing up for Leo? We have here the Star, we have here the Hierophant, we have here the 5 of Cups, and we have here the Magician. Yeah, that too. Commitments could have been broken, so maybe there were relationships that were broken that happened. I definitely see a lot of sadness to becoming aware that a lot of things you were invested into were illusions. What does that mean? Because that's what my guides made me say, but what does that mean? What was illusions to Leo that they were invested in? King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Yeah, the illusions that people that you loved and people that you were with were your people. I think it's going to become very clear, Leo, that certain individuals were using you. So you're going to realize that moving into February, seeing how certain individuals were placed in your life and were sticking around in your life for some sort of beneficial gain that they could have. There may have been people in your life that were using you for your finances, right? Because Leo, lots of Leos like luxurious things. How do Leos get luxurious things? They make money. Okay, so as a Leo, you might be a very luxurious Leo with lots of good money in the bank, and that could be a reason why people stuck around. So as I mentioned previously, the universe here is showing you who is not for you. Everybody's true nature is getting revealed to you. And that's one of the hardest things to go through, right? It's really hard when you start to see everybody for who they truly are because the illusion is no longer there. Everything is super clear. And when you were in the illusion, sometimes it almost feels better to be in the illusion, right? Because things don't seem so bad. And then when you see the reality of the situation, you're like, whoa, everything I thought was 110% real was a lie. And it just gets really, really frustrating, and it gets really, really saddening for you to bear, because it becomes overwhelming to how many people were not your people. And with all the love you given them, with all of your heart that you put into them, you wonder, was it such a waste of time that I was so open? And it wasn't a waste of time, Leo. You know, we come in contact with people in our lives who are just not for us, and sometimes we put our all into them, but that shouldn't deter you from ever putting your heart in another person ever again. I would just take this beautiful, beautiful realization of the individuals that are not for you as a blessing from the universe, and I would keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Because at the end of the day, these experiences you had, although at first they seemed so negative, these experiences were here for your growth and for you to recognize that you need a better new beginning with better new people. And it helped you see so clearly, which is another important thing to establish. So yeah, people's intentions were revealed to you, and they're going to be revealed to you here in February 2021. You know, you may catch yourself one night overthinking, you know, why did this person always treat me this way? Or why did this person always ask for these certain types of things? And then while you're in this phase of overthinking, you come to so many conclusions of, oh my God, I see it so clearly now. This person wanted money out of me. This person wanted love out of me. This person wanted to take advantage of, you know, the fun times that I have. You know, all these kind of things that you didn't see before are going to become so crystal clear to you. And while it becomes crystal clear to you, you're realizing, shit, I really dodged a bullet by no longer associating with any of these individuals. Whether it was one person, whether it was your friends, whether it was your romantic partner, whether it was your family, whether it was people that worked at your job, you're just going to come to a massive realization of, shit, I was protected. The falling out that I had with one person or multiple people genuinely happened for a reason, because I meant to be surrounded with my true soul family. I meant to be surrounded with my high vibe tribe, and they were not my tribe. All right, moving forward from this, Leo, let's go ahead and take a look at the Tower. What is it that's most important that Leo here is going to realize with the Tower? We have here the Strength card, the King of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. What you're going to realize is a lot of your strength, okay? Sometimes as a Leo, when you guys get very down into the dumps and you get very upset and you get very Nine of Swords-ish, right? It can be hard for you to see your strength, but you always have to remind yourself that you're a lion. I think what the most important thing is that you're realizing is that you're a lot stronger than you thought. And the reason why I say this is because 2020 was a crazy year. Losing people that you loved, that you were caught up in an illusion with, is a hard thing to do. But Leo, you pulled through it. 110%. And what is that identified as? That's identified as motherfucking strength, if you ask me. You pulled through an illusion of people who are not for you, who were dimming your light, who were holding you back. When you started to see things clearly, it hurt, it sucked. But you pulled through the illusion. And you dealt with the fact that they are not for you, and you walked away from it knowing that you deserved better. That is one strong motherfucker, if you ask me, and you should pat yourself on the back for having the strength that you have in the first place, for making it through a very tough experience, because this was not easy. Moving forward from that, you have here the Two of Pentacles, and you have here the King of Swords. I think another important lesson that this taught you is that sometimes you got to be tough, even when you don't want to be. Because you're going to be placed in situations in your life, Leo, where you put your heart and soul into a person that is not giving you that same respect back. I think one of the most important lessons you've learned from all these experiences you've had is to make sure that people are giving you back the exact amount you're putting in. So if you're giving somebody your 100 and they're only giving you 75%, that right there is something that doesn't serve you. If you want to put 100 into somebody, expect 100 back. Otherwise, that individual is not going to be chilling in your soul family. Okay? So that's another important thing I think you learned with the Tower. And I must say, this is not a normal reading that I do on my channel here, because usually I have a specific way of doing it. I'm kind of just pulling cards and really just intuitively saying what comes up. But overall, I think you guys need to recognize that you are strong as fuck, dude. Not an average zodiac sign would be able to recover from losing people they loved and cared about while they recognized that they didn't do the same for you. You know, you pulled through this shit. You have genuine strength, and you should be proud of that. And the fact that you removed yourself from this situation and the fact that you trusted the universe enough to let these people go out of your life so freely, that's a blessing, man. That's a fucking blessing. It's a blessing. This individual or these people still aren't around you, using you for whatever it is that they wanted. Because you 110%, Leo, deserve to be surrounded by people that embrace the light that you want to shine to the world. You deserve to be around people that love your light and do not want to dim it. And do not want to take away from you, but instead nourish you and love you like you nourish and love others. You deserve that environment, and you're walking towards it now because you're never going to let yourself be trapped with people that are using you again. You're never going to be surrounded by people that are dimming your light ever again, because this experience made you see things so ridiculously clear that you're going to be able to read a person before you even talk to them, Leo. You're going to start noticing that shit. You're going to read the room a lot easier after this experience that those of you have had. You know, and if you're a Leo and nothing I'm saying in this reading makes sense, and it's not your reading, that's absolutely okay. But if you're a Leo and you're like, Ant, every word that you're saying is exactly what I've experienced over the last year and a half, and moving into February, everything's coming full circle, then this is your message. 7 of Pentacles. It's time for you to become aware of what you've experienced and what you need to learn from it. I feel like in the beginning phases, Leo, when you started seeing people in your life walking away from you and cutting ties with you, when you started seeing yourself growing distant from things that you once loved, essentially, whether it was a person or a job or something else, you looked at that as, God, I must have bad luck, or God, why is everything going wrong? You know, you looked at it in the perception of your whole life was falling apart, and you felt like it was. You know, back then you couldn't see the blessing that was right in front of you. You know, you only saw it in the linear perception of, that's it. You know, things are not happening good right now. Bad things are happening. My life's not in the best spot. I feel really shitty. I feel unhappy. And it brought you into a very depressive and upset state. But in February, everything comes full circle. You're realizing, I never tuned in to the blessing that was in front of me. I never saw things so clearly. When I tell people that things happen for a reason, Leo, I promise you that every experience you have is always going to be for a reason. What I've actually learned in my life is that whenever something I think is bad happens in my life, it's usually for the better good of me. That's something that I figured out too. Anytime I have a bad experience, I realize a year or a couple months down the line, oh shit, that happened for this better thing that I have now. So with that all being said, Leo, February 2021, everything's coming full circle. Everything you experienced is going to start to make sense now. Everything you experienced was in your higher good, because you deserved to be set away from the people who were dimming your light, so that you can now tap back into your authentic self, so that you can now express the very being of light that you are, and so that you now can attract your high vibe tribe. You can remove the tribe that was not serving you and find the people that you're meant to come in with. Okay? So, Leo, do expect meeting new people, whether it's new friends, a new lover. I do feel here that your soul tribe and your soul family will be coming towards you, okay? Some of you here also may be purchasing a new animal. Could be a dog, a cat. That could be your soul tribe as well. So keep that in mind. You might purchase a new animal and find that it's very attached to you and that it's very attracted to you, right? And it, for example, if you have a dog, it's always next to you. It's always going near you and following you everywhere you go. You know, that could be one of your high vibe tribe members as well. So keep that in mind. All right. Moving forward, though, what can Leo experience in February 2021 after they're having this realization and everything coming full circle? We have here the 3 of Pentacles, healing, of course, 8 of Pentacles. I like that. Things are going to start working out for you. Not only are you going to be experiencing massive healing as you're no longer seeing this experience as negative, you're going to have this massive healing and feel like, wow, everything's finally working out now, because no longer am I depressed about cutting off people or losing people or thinking that my life was going to shit. I'm seeing that my life's in a pretty good spot right now without these individuals. My life's in a pretty great spot right now without that toxic job or that toxic friend or these toxic groups of people. Like, my life's genuinely in a pretty good spot, and I deserve to be happy, and I deserve to move forward with a smile on my face. I deserve to move forward being genuinely happy. See what I'm saying? So ultimately, Leo, with the way that this reading seems to be going, moving forward in February 2021, you're going to be pretty happy with the way that the way that everything turned out. You're going to be pretty happy with the way that life turned out, because you're going to be feeling really healed from this experience, and you're going to be happy at, the way that everything worked out. You're like, shit, this all really worked out. And that's why I harp so much on the saying that all things happen for a reason, because you're like, shit, it did. It really did all happen for a reason, because I'm in such a better place now than I was before. And if I would have stuck around this individual or that job or these people, would I have still felt happy in the illusion? Or was I only delaying the inevitable of seeing through the illusion, right? So regardless, Leo, let's go ahead and take a look at an outcome for you throughout February 2021. What is the outcome for Leo, please? Throughout February 2021, after they have this amazing realization. And we got here the Three of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Well, now that everything is going well, I'm super excited for what comes next. Yes, this is about attracting in your high vibe tribe. Whether this is you meeting your soulmate, Leo, whether this is you meeting awesome new friends that are going to be really good for your growth, whatever comes next, it's going to be in your higher good. And that's what you're excited about. You cut off everything that was dimming your light, and now you're super excited as you're in this high vibrational energy to attract what is going to raise your vibration and to attract high vibrational beings back into your life. This is awesome, dude. This is really awesome. I can genuinely say you're excited to see what comes next, because you have a good feeling that it's going to be your tribe. It's going to be people that are meant to be with you and that are here to nourish your light and not to dim your light. So you're looking pretty damn fantastic, dude. Leo, with that all being said, this was a more spiritual read, if anything, so I know it's not going to resonate to everybody. If I did confuse anybody, I do apologize. Definitely drop a comment if you're confused, and I'll try to clarify some things as much as possible. But all I want to say is I love you guys so much. I'm happy to see you guys in good standing. Like I said, I feel like ever since you lost things that you loved, whether you lost a relationship, a job, or certain friends, you were caught up in the illusion thinking that these things were good for you. But now that you're seeing clearly through the illusion, you're recognizing I was supposed to lose these things in order for me to grow, because these were things that were holding me back. And now that they're no longer holding me back, I'm in such a better position than I ever could have been. And I'm so excited for what comes next, because what's going to come next for you, Leo, is things that are actually good for you. So you're super excited to step into alignment with your real high vibrational tribe. Whether you manifest a lovely romantic partner, or you manifest some great friends, or meet some great colleagues, or whatever comes next, I feel is going to be really detrimental to your growth and forward movement, okay? So Leo, the light's no longer off. It's no longer dim. That light is bright as a motherfucker, and go ahead and continue to keep that shit lit, okay? All right, my Lion Gang, I love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your February 2021. Have an awesome and amazing time, guys, and I will catch you all in your next video. Much love, my Leo Gang, and have yourselves a good one. Peace. Take care, guys.